guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 2 of classroom setup. If you're new here, my name is Emma. I am a first grade teacher and this will be my 3rd year of teaching. I would love for you to subscribe if you are not already so you don't miss out on year 3. I've already been in here once to set up, so if you've missed that video, make sure you go watch it. I'll link it above for you. But today we're just going to take a couple hours to get a couple more things done. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed because I'm just not super motivated today and I have so many things left to do. But I did bring in quite a load. I already have this big bag from last time that I haven't even touched yet, and I somehow came in with more things. So I want to show you the things that I brought today, and then I'm just gonna like put on a podcast or a YouTube video or something and get busy. I don't want to be here too long. It's a Sunday afternoon. It is 1 o'clock and I'm only in today because Michael's off work and I don't want to ask somebody to babysit Jordan this week. So let me show you what I brought and then I'm just going to get to work. Okay, so the thing I'm probably most excited about are these little chairs, which they are going to go in my cafe. If you remember last year I had 2 chairs but they broke. They were on my Amazon wish list and they're honestly pretty darn small, but that's why I've been struggling to find out and about little kids chairs that would actually fit in this smaller space. And look, that is perfect. And I know it looks super teeny, but my other chairs were small as well and they did just fine in them. So I love that you can push them in better too. My other ones had arms so you could never really push them under. Oh, that's perfect. So thank you so much if you were the one who got these off my wish list. I'm so excited for those. And then the other thing that I'm pretty excited for, I found these water bottles at Walmart. I can link them if they're still available. I know that online you could get them for $1, but I found them in the store and they were on clearance in stores for 50% off. And I think I just want to keep a bunch of these for kiddos who don't have water bottles that they can bring from home. Last year we used cups and I hated it. And like I said last time, I'm gonna, I think, use this for water bottles. So if a kid doesn't have one they can bring from home, I'll have one for them. And I grabbed these because I think I'm going to replace my morning choice tubs, the ones that are like supply bins, with these clear ones so that they're easily able to see what's inside, and I just think it will look a lot cleaner. And they were just super cheap at Walmart. They're like 50 cents I think, so, or maybe 90 cents, something like that. I got I think 10 of those. I also grabbed a white bin for these cubbies because the 3 needs to be white to follow the pattern. I grabbed this from Home Goods this weekend for my pens because this is my current pen situation and it's just annoying. So I think this will be nice, and then I can sort like markers, Sharpies, pens, pencils, whatever. So excited for that. And then what else? Oh, another thing from my wish list. Oh no. Okay, are these clips, which I'm gonna use probably to replace these 4 student work in here and also out in the hallway, but that's obviously not quite a priority today, but I'm super excited for those, so thank you if you sent me those. And then I also got some more of these bags, which is so exciting. I use these for their supplies. I also laminated the balloons for the birthday display and another like center that I found for free. So I think what I want to do today, I still don't have my class list, I still don't have my desks. I don't think I've showed you that. It looks no different. They haven't been in here. So I'm just going to keep working on little areas in my room. It's really hot in here. I'm going to work on this up here because I have yet to touch it. I also want to work on my closet because again, I haven't touched it yet. And it's not looking awful. It's really not. But there's definitely a few things I need to figure out where that's going. And then the last thing I'd love to do is go through this cabinet. I don't expect it to be wonderfully organized, but I'd like to just know what I have. I think it might be kind of nice to store maybe some centers up here this year because my student cubbies that used to be up there will be in here, but we shall see. That's the game plan. I don't want to stay too long because again, there's so many things left to do that I could spend days here and just never be done, and I'm not in the mood for that. So I think what I'm going to do first, because it's an easy task, is I'm going to switch out all of my morning choice school boxes for these pretty clear ones. I'm going to switch out this white supply bin and just like easy things like that, you know? try to put all my phonics games and stuff maybe just lined right here. It probably won't be that nice, but it'll be easier for me to see. I have these in there right now. They weren't there during the year last year, but I don't think I'm going to use these this year. I got them originally for COVID so that they could have spots to eat on for lunch. They put 4 together in their little square spots. And then last year I tried to use them again as like a flexible seating choice for silent reading or like a phonics game, or when they play math games they could grab them, and it was not good. I don't know if it's because they're a couple years old now that they wouldn't stay together. They were just always in a mess. They didn't treat them great, and I just don't know if I want to mess with it this year. So I'm gonna, I think, try to fit all these. I mean, I probably won't fit all of them. I already have some in here, so I might try to just stuff this. And then I also have some storage space in the basement, but I don't want to have to store more stuff down there if I don't have to, because I already have a decent amount down there. So this closet is the bane of my existence. No matter what I do, I reorganize it 10 times a year, and it just continues to be a disaster. So, you know, it is what it is. So I managed to fit all my square spots back, which is really nice. So I'll still have room for like my coat to kind of hang over here. And I don't know what I want to do with these. There's a new teacher next to me, so I might ask if she has a use for those. I don't want to get rid of them. Like, I don't want to offer them up, but I don't want them this year, I don't think. So all these are like my dramatic play, which have become just a shoved part of my closet. However, every time that I have organized this area, no matter where it's been in my room, my dramatic play is a hot mess. It used to just be in this tub, which is why it's empty and sitting here, and this tub was just put under my sink, so it was still a mess, and I feel like this actually took up more space. I don't ever reach for this cabinet down here, and so I feel like this makes, even though it's a mess, it makes more sense. My books are in here with some read alouds. This is pretty much all books, some fun STEM stuff, some links, and this for my cafe. Ooh, which actually I think I want this to be in there at the beginning of the year. So I'll go ahead and put this over here. Oh, I really also really like this, and I found this that I forgot somebody sent me off of my wish list as well. So I think I'm gonna use these to replace these, and then it will be all teal and clear. So let's do that really quick. It's really hot in here. While I'm replacing these, I thought I would kind of tell you what I do for morning choice, what morning choice even is. So basically, when students come in the morning, they have a morning routine. This morning routine stays the same all year long. They learn it on the first day of school. It has pictures. It's posted up by the doors in case they forget, and it's something that I work on with them literally starting day one. Basically, they come in, they hang up their backpack, they turn in their folder to me and any mail that they need to give me, anything from their parents, and then they either go get breakfast or fill up their water bottle if they need to, and if they don't, they get a morning choice bin, and they literally will play with just that one tub until the bell rings, we do lunch count, and we move on. We'll like all clean up together and get started with our morning. And the first thing we do is reading rotation, so they'll clean up their morning choice and then they'll grab a reading rotation. So basically my morning choice is just full of kind of like STEM. Like this one is Lincoln Logs, have Legos. Like I said in my last video, I have a whole video dedicated to, these lighting sucks, to my dramatic play centers and my morning choice and like what that looks like, what I have in every single bin pretty much. But I also, I'm pretty positive on my Amazon storefront I have a whole like category of all my favorite phonics games, all my favorite STEM toys, all my favorite dramatic play toys, all the kind of things that I've ever gotten or purchased or whatever from Amazon is on my Amazon storefront. So the basic rules for morning choice is they cannot pick the same thing 2 days in a row. So if I have Lincoln Logs on Monday, I cannot come in and get Lincoln Logs again on Tuesday. They also have to keep their selection the whole morning, like the whole 20 minutes that they do it. So they can't start off with Legos and then get bored and go change to Lincoln Logs and then get bored and go change to magnets or whatever. They have to stay with their choice the whole 20 minutes until I say to clean up. Obviously the last one is to just use them respectfully. There are several things that I've had to get rid of, like those links I showed you in the closet. I tried that as a morning choice both my first year and last year. Both times I had to take it away. Oh, I forgot I got more of these. I think that they're at home. These are my favorite. I made a post about them recently on Instagram. They're these little hashtag blocks. They are in the Target dollar spot right now. So I made a post about them on Instagram and some of you were like, what do you really use this for? My kids stinking love these. So if you find these in the dollar spot and you're looking for some good morning choice options, these are great. They're only $1. You can get Legos from the dollar store. Like, you don't have to make this anything crazy, but my kids really like it, and I feel like it serves a very good purpose of just allowing them to kind of come in and have a slower start in the morning. Because personally, when I walk in the morning, I don't like sit down and immediately start my best work. And I've been in classes before. I feel like it's the standard to have a morning work paper or journal or something that you work on immediately, and I just feel like I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to walk in and immediately start writing and working a ton. And so I think that doing this first and kind of allowing them to be social, get that out of their system and talk to each other, be a kid, and just like warm up in the morning, catch up, I feel like it makes a big difference. I really, really love it and would highly recommend. We are making some progress. I don't love this because I feel like it's so much. That used to just be my nice organized black and white patterned supply bins, but it's okay because I mean it just makes more sense. I don't want to shove all this in a cabinet, and I could because I'm like looking around. I do currently have this whole cabinet that's empty, so like could I fit that down here? Yes. Should I? Maybe. We'll see. This might all end up going in here, but that's how it kind of was, and it just got super cluttered. It was hard for me to ever find what I wanted each week for centers, and so I might just leave it there so I can easily see every game I have. All this down here is, they're all my indoor recess games and puzzles, and then I have a thing of Play-Doh, and then I just have a bunch of these school boxes that I just had. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I don't want to get rid of them just in case I find a purpose for them. I now have all of these that are empty, and I think I'm going to go through this. I also brought a couple different centers with me. This is what I would like to get figured out. So I have this binder. Tier 2 basically is like our reading rotations. Okay, so I have a section of directed drawings because this is one center. I have a section of all the phonics worksheets, and I just divided them based on skill. I don't think I want to mess with all of this. I think what I want to mess with are all of my like cards, sight word cards, centers. And this is how I organize them. So like all the sneaky things are in here. I've got worksheets, board games, and I don't hate this. I don't feel like it makes sense to redo all of this.
Being telling things are well. What facts belong, it's hard to say. Your pattern is so hard to tell. But we're together, that's our game. Round and round and round we go. The dance ain't over, I'm sure we're still the same. Love the ways you make us whole. Would you say if things ain't right? What's really going
Okay guys, so it is 3:20. I wanted to share what I've gotten done today because I feel like my battery is gonna die anytime now, and so I want to hopefully get through showing you around the room what we accomplished today, and hopefully I can do that before my battery dies. We'll start over here. Nothing is super duper different. I did hang up this cute sign, and then my closet looks like this. So the only thing that is different is I have all of these book bins in here that I have not decided. I don't know if I'm going to use them this year. Last year I had them lined this whole shelf. It was fine, it worked, but sometimes they'd fall and they got messy. But again, they were great, they worked. I might still use them, so I don't want to get rid of them. But if I get desks, then I might utilize the desks for all of the stuff that I used to put in these book bins. So we will see. Other than that, the closet is not truthfully looking that different. Over here, this isn't too different. You kind of saw the update with this. Again, I'm not obsessed. It's a lot. And I do still have room in this cabinet over here, which I'll show you in a second, but I just think it might be really nice for me to visually have out in front of me my options. But these are cleared. And then coming this way, I pulled off my old labels and I added the new ones that I made that match my new tier 2 rotation. So now I only need 3 bins. So I have word work, writing, sight words, and then iPads is a section or a station, and then the classroom library is another station. So I moved these here. They were on that cart over there, and you know, this may not work, and I have more iPads that I'll probably store under here, but this way it's with the tier 2 stations, but under here looks nothing crazy. I have all my water bottles right here because I don't know where to put them yet, but I did go ahead and store all of my sight words in here, which I kind of like. I kept all this in here, didn't change it, didn't touch it. This is where it was last year. I have this back here, which honestly I think is, all those are empty. And then again down here I have indoor recess, Play-Doh, and extra school boxes. So there's that. None of this is different, except I did go ahead and add whiteboards and clipboards because I feel like this is kind of my student center, or it's becoming that, I guess. This I think I'm going to use to hold water bottles. I said in my last video maybe I'd use this for mailboxes with like the hanging file, and each kid has a file. And I asked for advice on Instagram. That's why I love y'all. And I got people who either loved it or hated it. More than getting people's opinions, it was just helpful to hear like hiccups that people had found with it. And I am deciding to either keep these mailboxes by the door that I did last year, or use these and maybe like just slide the papers on top as their mailboxes. And I'm not doing the files, mainly because one, I think it would be a mess. I think the files might fall off the side, like the hooks. I pass the papers out, but even them, like finding the right file and grabbing the right papers, I mean, they'd grab the wrong mail in the mailboxes sometimes, and those are very easy to see. So I feel like I need to just not. And I also was thinking about crafts and big projects, they would not fit in there. And sometimes I say, go put this in your mailbox. They couldn't really do that with this as easily. I also have groups pack up at once. So if I said like team 2 go pack up, 4 kids are going to the mailboxes, and 4 kids can't look through here at once. It's literally one at a time. So I feel like it just doesn't make sense. Even though it does save me space, it would not make sense. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That is the conclusion that I've made there. Sorry I'm talking fast. I really don't want my battery to die. Cool down spot doesn't look any different. Honestly, none of this looks that different. It's still honestly a hot mess. Let's see. I put up my calendar, and then I set up my cafe. Super cute. I change this like every quarter or so. And then this is what the clear bins look like. So this is wonderful. Love that. And then the last thing I did is I finally put up my number line. It goes all the way to 120, and it fits. It's like just barely too long. So I'm pretty happy with how that looks. It's not perfect, but I don't really care. That doesn't seem like very much, but today is Sunday. I have all of this week, and then I go back in the middle of next week. And all of this week, I just have something or multiple things every single day, and I just don't have the time to come down here. And then next week we start like PDs and stuff. I definitely still have a list of things I can do, like we have work days and things that we'll be able to work on our room, so I'll definitely be using those to finish things. But I don't know that I need to come in again until I have to, like until our first contract day, which is the 4th. I'm looking around and I'm like, the only thing that's left for me that I can think of, I need to do all of my name tags and like supplies. Like I need to label all of the coat hooks, and I need to label the supply bags and their book baggies and put all the supplies that I already have and stuff in the supply bins. I need to make name tags for the tables, things like that for junior teacher and for stations and stuff. And that won't take me a crazy amount of time. That's a pretty easy, just like tedious busy work task. And then my tables or my desks, like figuring out the layout that I want and then putting name tags on those tables, and then figuring out if I'm going to put like notebooks and books and things in their desk or whatever. It might be too late by the time you're seeing this because I don't know. I'm kind of pre-filming here, but if you use desks, what do you have, especially with like littles, what do you have them keep in their desks? Because I'm still having the cubbies. I don't want them to put everything in there because I don't want it to be a disaster, but like I would be silly not to utilize that space a little bit, right? I was thinking their folder, their journal, and then their book baggie of like joy books, which is what was in their book bins. So anyways, I'd love to hear if you use tables. What do you do? All right, you guys, that's gonna be it for setup day 2. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I feel like it was on the shorter side. I'm a mom now, you know what I mean? I don't have the time to sit here for 10 hours like I did in years past, and I also don't have as much to get done because this is my 3rd year, so a lot of it's already taken care of. It can wait until contract time because I'm not getting paid to be here right now, you know? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe if you're not already so that you don't miss year 3 and all of the content about being a 1st grade teacher, being a new mom, balancing both of those things, and just crazy life. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, friends.
What's really